We reported a couple of weeks ago about this abortionist down in Florida named Whitney, who worked for James Pendergraft, another abortionist that's always in trouble, always losing his license, down in Orlando. This guy Whitney was charged a few weeks ago with slapping one of the customers, one of the women. He didn't think she was acting properly or whatever, so he started whacking her around. And he was charged with assault and was supposed to go to court for a trial date or something. Didn't show up. He just blew it off. He's not going to show up. Well, now they put out a warrant for him, and he's looking for him, of course. And the police can't find him. It turns out he was apparently sleeping in his car to avoid the police. Now this is
wow.
Yeah,
an abortionist.
Yeah, down in Florida. Anyway, the pro-lifers happened to know where he was. And so they narked to the police and told him where to get him. And they were there when the police came and arrested him. And he apparently, this was yesterday or day before, went berserk and started hollering at the pro-lifers and threatening them, and the police are hauling him off. Is there anything neater than seeing an abortionist being hauled off in handcuffs? I mean,
it's awesome.
It's an awesome thing to see.
Visualize abortionists on trial.
Yeah, yes. Randall Whitney is his name, and he's had a bizarre history of abortion. Well, they all are. When you meet these people, you find a lot of them are really emotionally screwed up. Mentally, they're not, they're a couple of bricks short of a load.
And to start off doing that, who's growing up saying, when I grow up, I want to be an abortionist. I mean, something's amiss for them to start it.
But don't you want to have an abortionist by someone who's sleeping in a car?
Sleeping in a car, yeah,
and
right.
Slapping the customers around.
Right.
Great advertisement for the clinic. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a deal in Maryland. We're having all these abortionists be suspended out there. Two of them in Maryland, Romeo Farrar and George Shepard. This guy, George Shepard, who's now committed some problems, injured an 18-year-old girl very badly. He's 88 years old. 88 years old. And it reminds me of, and we see this all over the country, because the abortion industry, we had a story in the news today about an abortion clinic that's closed because they admitted they can't get a doctor. And we've talked about that many times here on Life Talk, how that's what's closing these abortion clinics is choice. Doctors are choosing not to do it. And so they're having to keep these people on staff older and older and older. It's an 88-year-old man during this.
Doing abortion?
Doing abortions. And he badly injured this 18-year-old girl. And I remember John Coleman, and I'm sure you do, down in Houston.
Dragging his oxygen.
Literally, yeah. In the trial, he killed a 15-year-old girl named Jamie Garcia. We had the case. We got her legal representation. His nurses testified that he was hooked up to oxygen. He was dying of emphysema while they were doing the abortion. He was hooked up to oxygen. They were literally holding him up to the table. They testified to that. Now, 3 days after he killed Jamie Garcia, he died. So, but that, and of course you got this situation we talked about last month, I think, or for Brooker in Mississippi. The man is blind. The man is legally blind.
And doing abortions?
And doing abortions. Now, he is now, from what we can tell, he may be gone, but...
Now, would the medical community hold up a heart surgeon while he was working?
Can you imagine?
Golly.
No.
Where are the women coming out going,
where are the women's groups?
Abortionists
That's right.
that don't have to be held up?